After working on this video for quite some time, I can conclude that this video is cringe. But because I've spent so much effort on it, I'm just going to upload it anyway. Probably going to delete it later, not gonna lie. Recently, I've been watching quite a bit of anime. Certainly not enough to be called a weeb or even be able to join circles of discussion about it, but enough that it has taken a good portion of my time and I can critique it. Anime is a relatively niche piece of media. The market for it is huge, and yet many people get ridiculed for consuming it, to the point where the term weeb is used to insult them. Granted, the actual definition of a weeb is someone who is so overly obsessed with anime and other Japanese culture that many want to reject their ethnic status and become Japanese. I can empathize with these people to a certain extent, but many of them tend to be annoying and represent degeneracy. Don't end up like them. It's not really worth it at all. Objectively, anime is just as good as any other piece of art. There's amazing anime and there's shit anime. What makes anime so terrible is not the quality of the content, but other aspects of it. For example, the amount of investment it takes from fans, both in terms of time and emotion. Many anime have normal runtimes. Some of them only get one 12-episode season. Others get a few dozen episodes, which is relatively normal compared to the majority of TV shows. That's not the problem. The problem arises when you try and delve into a lot of super popular anime that has been critically acclaimed. Take Naruto, for example. 220 episodes of the original, 500 episodes of Shippuden, and over 180 episodes of the ongoing Boruto spin-off. One Piece has over 940 consecutive episodes, and don't even get me started on how convoluted the Fate universe is. Even if you find a nice anime that doesn't have a runtime going on to the explosion of the sun, you'll find the manga, light novel, or whatever source material there is, and end up reading it for way longer than you should. Shorter anime such as One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, and Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid still have over 100 chapters. This kind of material is great for hardcore fans, but it's exhausting spending so much time going over it and yearning for more when the ridiculous amount of content still isn't enough. Along with the amount of physical time wasted by consuming this media, it's also emotionally exhausting. Anime tends to have more extravagant universes, characters with exaggerated mannerisms compared to real people, and more vivid imagery. There's a good reason why live-action adaptations are generally rated lower than the source material. The appeal of the original is lost in the switch to a real-life setting. On the screen appears a fantastic world full of idealized people that you know could never exist in real life, but are still fascinated with nonetheless. I mean, who wouldn't want to live life in an isekai or some other miraculous world? The realization that said universe is an impossibility is even more devastating when said anime is a romance. Some examples of anime like these would be Darling in the Franxx or Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I haven't even watched either of these, and I'm resisting the urge to because I know I'm going to catch feels for a character that doesn't exist, should I? Even some generic slice-of-life rom-com bullshit like Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out and Rent a Girlfriend still hits the feels a little bit. Why? Sakurai is a loner who gets teased and followed by an annoying, energetic girl. Kazuya is such a dysfunctional simp that he rents a girlfriend after a breakup and somehow ends up in an entirely different relationship while trying to win over the main rent-a-girl. These scenarios hit especially hard because beta cucks like me end up self-inserting themselves into the shoes of these characters. And then the same realization as earlier occurs. This strong emotional attachment to fictional characters isn't exclusive to a small group of people. It's so prevalent that people created a site called My Waifu List to objectively categorize and rank them. From the outside, it looks pretty fucking pathetic, but can you blame them? In conclusion, I will continue to consume this garbage and nobody can stop me. I should probably cut off all anime, manga, light novels, and whatever else from my life entirely and forget about it to get my life back on track and be a normal person, functioning in society. But I'm not going to. Why? Because I'm also trash.